Hello, and thanks for tuning in tonight on this frosty Sunday evening. Tonight we have a fantastic performance with a friend of ours who has helped us from the very beginning here at the venue. She painted, she cleaned, she really helped build this place. So I'd like you all to welcome Mary Lou O'Brien.
Well, thank you, Melissa. And hello. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to my second solo gig ever. I'm 62 years old and I'm finally just getting around to this. I guess you could say I'm a late bloomer. Hey, before we go any further, I want to give credit where credit is due. I want to thank you, Scott Tipping, for inviting me to do this tonight. Thank you, Steve Warrenfelts, for coming up with the idea. Thank you, Venue, for giving me an amazing opportunity and a beautiful place to do this. Really, folks, if you guys haven't come out here yet to hear music, you have got to come. Great attention was paid to the acoustics, the sound system, the setup of the room. It's really worth coming. So when this COVID thing settles down, get out here. That's an order. I'd also like to thank Melissa and Sarah and Kevin, who are here manning the helm tonight, and our volunteers. I wrote them down because I don't want to forget anybody. Charlie, Bob, Elizabeth, Chris, Steve, and Tim, who are all here out of the goodness of their heart, volunteering so that we can have this show tonight. And thank you to my son, John Fisher, who has listened to these songs 500 times and who did the filming and editing of all of my little promos and took a snowball to the face in the process, I might add. All right, let's get to it. So I was in bands, a few different bands, one of which was called High Time. My friend Robert Rose was in that band, and Robert plays every instrument known to man. He's a wonderful singer, and he's also a great songwriter. So I'd like to start the evening off with one of his tunes. It's called Heaven Tonight. Slide on over here, darling. Put your little hand in mine. A little bit of loving would feel fine, so fine. You know you're my lover, you're my best friend. So move on over here, darling, and let's pretend that we're in heaven tonight. Up in heaven tonight. I can hear you whisper softly, ooh, is that your hand upon my knee? And no bit of what you fancy is fine with me. Can't you see? You're my one and only, you're my heart's desire. If you bring the matches, baby, I'll light a fire up in heaven tonight. Up in heaven tonight. I can hear a choir of angels singing glory, hallelujah. Honey, is that me or is that you? Swinging on the pearly gates, dancing down those streets of gold. That's how the story goes, so I've been told. I'm feeling kind of bold, so please, let's get down to business, Daddy. Climb up here on my front porch. You can call me Lady Liberty, 'cause I'm carrying this torch. So polish polish up your halo, and I'll dust off my wings, and we can fool around until the fat lady sings up in heaven tonight. Up in heaven tonight. I could hear a choir of angels singing glory, hallelujah. Honey, is that me or is that you? Swinging, swinging on the pearly gates, dancing on those streets of gold. That's how the story goes, so I've been told. I'm feeling kind of bold, so please, let's get down to business, Daddy. Climb up here on my front porch. You can call me Lady Liberty, 'cause I'm carrying this torch. So polish up your halo, and I'll dust off my wings, and we can fool around until the fat lady sings up in heaven tonight. Up in heaven tonight. Heaven tonight. Up in heaven tonight. Heaven tonight, heaven tonight. Well, I'm the youngest out of 8. Good Irish Catholic family from the southwest side of Chicago, Beverly to be exact. Everybody in my family was musical. My dad sang in the church choir. My mom sang around the house when she wasn't furious or exhausted, and all of my siblings played or sang as well. Margie, who you'll hear more about later, and Peter were the songwriters of the family. I'd like to do a song that Peter wrote called "Standin' at Your Door." Honey, you don't fool me, for I've seen your sparkling eyes. Mellow as a morning, oh, they're rainbows in disguise. And it just seems plain old foolishness to hold out any longer. Loving you has brought me wings, and waiting has made them stronger. Words of love sometimes need to be said, and I found these feelings flowing from my empty bed. Know you've heard all these lines before, open wounds and nothing more, but that's all gone, and I'm here now, standing at your door. Now it seems 1,000 years have passed since I've held you near. Lonesome raven sheds a feather, and a man raindrops his tears. And take your dreams as tenderly, as precious as my own. Wild birds of freedom and the wings to fly back home. Words of love sometimes need to be said, and I found these feelings flowing from my empty bed. I know you've heard all these lines before, open wounds and nothing more, but that's all gone, and I'm here now, standing at your door. That's all gone, and I'm here now, standing at your door, standing at your door, standing at your door. Peter. All right, so I work in a senior living community. I work as the choir director and piano accompanist, and we have a ball, let me tell you. We do about 6 performances a year. We meet once a week, and we just have the best time ever. Of course, with COVID, we've also been doing weekly Zooms, and those have been very interesting. I've learned a lot. When I first started doing them, I was doing a lot of older stuff, and one of our snappy gals said, could you do something more modern? Like, do the Beatles, do one of the Beatles songs. And I said, okay, something modern. Isn't that right, John Fisher? So we did about 5 or 6 Beatles songs. But the one I'm going to do for you now, and then one other gal said, could we do, what the heck was it? She wanted to hear something like, I had too much to dream last night. It's like, wow, really? But anyway, I said, I don't think enough people would get that one, so we did not do that one. But we did do, this is one of our older ones. It's back from the World War II era. It was done by Doris Day. It's called Sentimental Journey. And, I remember seeing a documentary with her where she went over and she was singing for the troops. And she said it was one of the hardest things she did, singing that song, because they were wishing they were home. So as we do this one, picture that they're all on the train, they're all getting ready to come home and meet the ones that they love. That sounds kind of low. Hang on a second. That's better. All right, they're all on the train. It's getting ready to start. Here we go. Gonna take a sentimental journey. Gonna set my heart at ease. Gonna take a sentimental journey to relive old memories. Got my bag, I got my reservation. Spend each dime I could afford. Like a child in wild anticipation, long to hear that all aboard. 7, that's the time we leave at 7. I'll be waiting up for heaven, counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. Never thought that I could be so yearning. Why did I decide to roam? Gonna take a sentimental journey, sentimental journey home. 7, that's the time we leave at 7. I'll be waiting up for heaven, counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. Never thought that I could be so yearny. Why did I decide to roam? Gonna take a sentimental journey, sentimental journey home. Sentimental journey. All right, well, I told you that I was going to tell you more about my sister Margie. Margie was the next one in line from me. I think I got to bring that down. I think that's right. Anyway, Margie and I grew up singing together. She had a voice like a songbird. She played the recorder, she played the dulcimer, and she was just amazing. And so we spent a lot of our times singing together. She taught me everything I know about harmony. We had many, many deep conversations about that and about makeup, about boys, and about wishing we were Mrs. Peel from The Avengers. Anyway, she also taught me the joy of Joni Mitchell, so it wouldn't be fitting if I didn't do a song by Joni. This is for Margie. That's the right key. We'll find out. I don't know. Yeah. Nope, you know what? I want to go down one. I think that's too high. That's better. It's coming on Christmas, they're cutting down trees, they're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on, but it don't snow here, it stays pretty green. I'm gonna make a lot of money, I'm gonna quit this crazy scene. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby cry. He tried hard to help me, and know he put me at ease. Love me so naughty, made me weak in the knees. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I'm so hard to handle, I'm selfish and I'm sad. Now I've gone and lost the best baby that I ever had. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. Wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby say goodbye. It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees. They're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. This makes you want to cry, don't it? Please hold. I need to wet my whistle a bit. All right, I need to do more than wet my whistle, let's be honest. All right. Well, I had two sisters. My other sister was Dorothy. Dorothy was the oldest, I was the youngest. She was the engine, I was the caboose. She had 3 kids, Kathy, Tim, and Joan, who were 4, 6, and 8 years younger than I, so I spent a lot of time hanging out with them. When I would go to their house, Dorothy would put on that 8-track player. Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And we would listen to country music, Dolly Parton in particular. Now, when I first heard Dolly Parton, I thought she was ridiculous with that big hair and the big personality. But I quickly came to realize she had my heart. So I'd like to do this one for Dorothy. I miss her every day. This is a song called Mule Skinner Blues. I think I might need to bring this up a little bit. Hang on. Well, hang on a second. That is it. No, I'm gonna bring it up. Well, good morning. No, please hold. That was my first sip of whiskey, by the way. Hang on. Well, this is embarrassing. Nah, that is going to be too high. I'll be screeching by the time that's over with. There it is. Well, good morning, Captain. Good morning to you, sir. Hey, hey, yeah. Do you need another mule skinner down on your new mud run? Hey, hey, yeah. I'm a lady mule skinner. I'm down by Tennessee way. Hey, hey, yeah. I can make any mule listen accept your pay. Hey, 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 ole, hee, 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 hee. Well, hey, hey, little water boy, won't you blow your water down? Hey, hey, if you don't like your job, you can throw your bucket down. Throw it down now, throw it down. Ole, Bet you never knew about that, huh? Ooh, Lady Mule Skinner Blues. All right. All right. Can I turn this keyboard off for a second and then turn it back on? Because I got my keys all goofed up. There's this transpose thing. I had a cold. I had an awful cold last week, so I've had to bring all these darn songs down about 2 or 3 keys. It's driving me nuts. Oh, this one. I had a friend, David Cole, who was a wonderful songwriter. He's passed now, but he did a song called I'll Be Coming Home. I'd like to do that for you now. And he actually sold this song and several others of them. So one of these days, if you hear this song on the radio, you can say you heard it first. I can hear you call when you're calling me, all the way from Tennessee. The words you said still ring in my ear. You said, how could you ever go away from here? Now I know what you meant by that. I simply walked away, I never looked back. Oh Lord, how could I be so blind? Well, I know I'm stuck here in this city. You know I got a job, sometimes it pays the bills. But you mark my words, I swear I'm coming home. Late one night when the moon was full, and the wind in the pine with a gentle kind of sigh, they were crying, they were calling your name. The stars were bright and the air was right, the radio playing on and off at night. They were playing those songs that you and I love to. Well, there ain't no life, I live here in this city. You know I wanna go, but did you mark my words? I said I'm coming home. be coming home. I'll be coming home. David, God rest his soul. He was a good one. All right, well, this one, I have to apologize in advance for this because this is a little tawdry, but it's a funny song, and that's really mostly why I do it. So if I'm offending anybody, I apologize. But here we go. This song by John Hyatt, and it's called Little Head. He's sturdy as a man, whole cover. He's looking for his long lost lover. She turned him out, now he's sinking. He's just so easily led when a little head does the thinking. He's talking to her tight red sweater. He's feeling like Eddie Vedder, only twice as cool when he starts winking. Ooh, he's just so easily led when a little head does the thinking. He's as loyal as a dog, but he's a hog for that sexual attraction. It starts up in his mind and it makes a beeline below the belt. No consequences, just satisfaction. Honey in his heart, he's faithful. This two-headed monster is so distasteful. Forgive him if his instincts start stinking. Ooh, he's just so easily led when a little head does the thinking. He's as loyal as a dog, but he's a hog for their sexual attraction. It starts up in his mind and it makes a beeline below the belt. No consequences, just satisfaction. Honey in his heart, he's faithful. This two-headed monster is so distasteful. Forgive him if his instincts start stinking. Ooh, he just so easily led when the little head does the thinking. He's just so easily led when the little head does the thinking. He got no will of his own when the little head does the thinking. Oh, little head. Oh well, thank you. Oh, man, I tell you, I am so nervous. It's only taken me how long to do this second solo gig. Please hold. All right, it's only my second sip. Well, maybe my third. I don't even need to introduce this next one. You guys will remember this. Can I turn this piano on and off again? I keep losing track of my keys. There it is. In the cool of the evening when everything is getting kind of groovy, I call you up and ask you, would you like to go with me and see a movie? First you say no, you got plans for the night, but then you stop and say, well, alright, love is kinda crazy with a spooky little boy like you. You always keep me guessing, I never seem to know what you are thinking. And if a woman looks at you, you can be sure your little eye will be a-winking. I get confused, 'cause I don't know where I stand. But then you smile at me, baby, and hold my hand. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little boy like you. Someday, if you decide to stop this little game that you are playing, I'm gonna tell you all the things my heart's been dying to be saying. You're just like a ghost, you've been haunting my dreams, so I'll propose on Halloween. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little boy like you. Hey, my little spooky. Hey, my little spooky. My little spooky. I'd like to dedicate that one to my pal Kenny, who died almost a year ago. Holy Moses. I was in a band with him, with the aforementioned Robert, and Kenny sang the snot out of that song, let me tell you. Oh, well, this next one I'd like to do for our pal Steve Warrenfeltz, who has made no bones about it. His favorite band is the Kinks. So I'm going to do that right now. My boyfriend's run off with my car and taken everything I sunny afternoon. Oh, save me from this squeeze. I got a big fat daddy trying to break me, and I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, blazing on a sunny afternoon in the summertime, in the summertime. Save me, help me sail away. I've no good reason why I ought to stay, and I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, gazing on a sunny afternoon in the summertime, in the summertime, in the summertime. I'm sorry, Steve, I forgot half the words to that song. I am so nervous. When I was a kid and I had piano lessons, my hands would sweat so bad they'd just like fall off of the keys. And I haven't really improved much since then. But I'm trying. I got 2 more songs. This song. When I was about 12 years old, my brothers Danny and Peter kidnapped me. They heisted me and they took me up to Old Town and saw a folk singer by the name of Jim Post. And I quickly fell in love with his long hair and his mustache, and I've been a big fan ever since. This is a song about love and lost love and those we have loved who are gone. It's called One Blessed Hour. Sometimes in weary solitude, my loneliness declines, 'cause it's then my best and my dearest friends pass before my mind. And the times, laughter and glory, and the times of peace and pain. There's not one blessed hour of my life I would not live over again. Sometimes your eyes get so heavy, and it's hard to see the truth, that the friends you take for granted are so much dearer than you knew. And the old familiar faces that love you now just as you are. They'll come back to you much later in your life, in one blessed hour. Sometimes I think I'm flying. Sometimes I think I'm dead. Sometimes I hear the angels laughing, laughing inside my head. You know fate, you've heard of fate, with all of its power, if it would give me back my friends, then one blessed hour of my life would pass before these eyes again, would pass before these eyes again. One blessed hour, one blessed hour, one blessed hour of my life would pass before these eyes again. Well, we don't want to end the evening on a sad note, so I'd like to do a song from Monty Python. It's meaning about why are we all here, the bigness of it, the smallness of it. Whenever life gets you down, Mrs. Brown, and things seem hard or tough, and people are stupid, obnoxious, or daft, and you feel that you've had quite enough, just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving, revolving at 900 miles an hour. It's orbiting at 90 miles a second, so it's reckoned a sun that is the source of all our power. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day in an outer spiral arm 40,000 miles an hour in a galaxy we call the Milky Way. Galaxy itself contains 100 billion stars. It's 100,000 light years side to side. It bulges in the middle, 13,000 light years thick, but out by us it's just 3,000 light years wide. We're 30,000 light years from galactic central point. We go round every 200 million years, and our galaxy is only one of millions and billions in this amazing and expanding universe. itself keeps on expanding and expanding in all of the directions it can whiz. As fast as it can go, the speed of light, you know, 12 million miles a minute, and that's the fastest speed there is. So remember when you're feeling very small and insecure, how amazingly unlikely is your birth. And pray that there's intelligent life somewhere out in space, 'cause there's bugger all down here on Earth. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry about the clams. I'm a little rusty. Hey, and before I say goodnight, I'd like you to consider, if you've got a few coppers kicking around in your pocket, please consider donating them to the venue. These guys have been working so hard to keep things up and going. And this COVID thing isn't going to last forever. And when it does, get out here. You won't regret it. Good night. This is the town and these are the people. This is a town where the people all stay. This is the town and these are the people. That's the way they wanted it. That's the way it's going to stay. This is a town and these are the people. This is a town.